The auto industry is no stranger to change. Over the decades, it has seen numerous transformations, from the rise of assembly lines to the advent of electric vehicles. Yet the recent mass layoffs by Stellantis, the automotive giant behind iconic brands like Jeep, Dodge, and Chrysler, have sent shockwaves through the industry. This move has not only affected the company's workforce, but has also raised eyebrows among industry analysts and competitors. These layoffs, impacting thousands of workers across North America, signal a potential turning point for the American auto industry. The scale and suddenness of these job cuts have left many wondering about the future direction of Stellantis and its long-term strategy. They raise questions about the future of manufacturing jobs, the viability of traditional car makers in an evolving market, and the delicate balance between corporate strategy and worker welfare. The ripple effects of these decisions are likely to be felt far and wide. As plants fall silent and workers face uncertain futures, the repercussions of Stellantis' decisions are only beginning to be felt. Communities that have long relied on these jobs are now grappling with the economic and social fallout. The company's actions have ignited a firestorm of controversy, sparking debates about globalization, automation, and the responsibility of corporations to their employees. These discussions are not just confined to boardrooms, but are also taking place on the streets and in the media. The situation underscores the challenges faced by traditional automakers as they grapple with declining sales, the rise of electric vehicles, and a global economy in constant flux. The shift towards sustainable and autonomous vehicles is reshaping the landscape of the auto industry. The decisions made by Stellantis will likely have long-lasting consequences, not just for the company itself, but for the entire industry and the communities that depend on it. Local businesses, schools, and services that rely on the economic stability provided by these jobs are now facing an uncertain future. The story of Stellantis' layoffs is a stark reminder of the complex forces shaping the future of the auto world and the human cost of industrial transformation. As the industry continues to evolve, the balance between innovation and human impact remains a critical issue. The impact of Stellantis' layoffs is most acutely felt on the factory floors, where thousands of workers face an uncertain future. These workers, who have dedicated years, sometimes decades, to their jobs, now find themselves grappling with the harsh reality of unemployment. In the United States, the Warren Truck Assembly Plant in Michigan has been hit particularly hard. This plant, a cornerstone of the local economy, has seen a significant reduction in its workforce. Over 1,000 workers have been laid off due to the discontinuation of the Ram 1500 Classic and declining sales. These layoffs have left many families in a state of financial insecurity, unsure of what the future holds. This plant, once a symbol of American manufacturing, now stands as a stark reminder of the industry's volatility. The empty halls and silent assembly lines echo the uncertainty that now looms over the community. The pain extends beyond Michigan. Workers in other states are also feeling the impact of these decisions as the ripple effects spread through the industry. An additional 900 temporary layoffs have been announced across various U.S. powertrain and stamping plants, further deepening the uncertainty among Stellantis' American workforce. These temporary layoffs, while not permanent, still create a sense of instability and fear among the workers. In Canada, the Windsor assembly plant, responsible for producing the Chrysler Pacifica and Dodge Charger Daytona, has paused production, impacting approximately 4,500 workers. This pause has left many workers in limbo, unsure of when or if they will return to their jobs. Meanwhile, south of the border, the Toluca assembly plant in Mexico, which produces the Jeep Compass and Wagoneer S, has been shut down entirely. This closure has had a profound impact on the local community, where many families rely on the plant for their livelihood. These closures and layoffs represent more than just numbers on a balance sheet. They signify the end of an era for many workers and their families who now face an uncertain future. They represent livelihoods disrupted, families struggling to make ends meet, and communities grappling with the economic fallout. The social fabric of these communities is being tested as they try to support one another through these challenging times. The human cost of Stellantis' decisions is impossible to ignore, as the lives of thousands of workers and their families hang in the balance. The emotional and psychological toll on these individuals is immense as they navigate the complexities of job loss and financial instability. The situation serves as a stark reminder of the human impact of corporate decisions and the need for policies that protect workers during times of industry upheaval. It highlights the importance of having safety nets and support systems in place to help workers transition during such turbulent times. As the auto industry undergoes a period of profound transformation, the fate of these workers will be a key indicator of how these changes will impact the lives of everyday people. The industry's shift towards new technologies and sustainable practices must consider the human element, ensuring that workers are not left behind in the process. Stellantis's drastic measures, while shocking in their scale, are not entirely unexpected. The automotive giant has been navigating a complex landscape of economic pressures and industry shifts. The company, like many others in the automotive sector, has been grappling with a confluence of economic challenges. These challenges are multifaceted, ranging from supply chain disruptions to fluctuating market demands. Declining sales, particularly in key segments, have put immense pressure on the company's bottom line. This decline is not just a temporary setback, but a reflection of broader market trends and consumer preferences. The global chip shortage, a lingering consequence of the COVID-19 pandemic, continues to disrupt supply chains and hamper production capabilities. This shortage has forced many automakers, including Stellantis, to scale back production and delay new model launches. Adding to the strain is the rising cost of raw materials, driven by global inflationary pressures and geopolitical instability. These rising costs have a direct impact on the production expenses, further squeezing profit margins. These factors have squeezed profit margins, making it increasingly difficult for automakers to maintain profitability, especially in the face of declining sales. The financial strain is evident in the company's quarterly reports and market performance. Stellantis's situation is further complicated by the ongoing transition to electric vehicles. This transition is not just a technological shift, but also a strategic pivot that requires significant investment and adaptation. While the company has made strides in developing its EV offerings, it lags behind some competitors in bringing these vehicles to market. This lag is a critical disadvantage in an industry rapidly moving towards electrification. This lag has put it at a competitive disadvantage as consumers increasingly gravitate towards more fuel-efficient and environmentally friendly options. The market's shift towards sustainability is both a challenge and an opportunity for Stellantis. The company's decision to discontinue the Ram 1500 Classic, a model heavily reliant on traditional combustion engine technology, underscores this strategic shift. This move signals a clear commitment to embracing the future of mobility. However, this transition comes at a cost. The financial and operational challenges of shifting from traditional combustion engines to electric powertrains are substantial. Developing and producing EVs requires significant investment in new technologies and manufacturing processes. This includes retooling factories, training workers, and ensuring a steady supply of critical components. This financial burden, coupled with the aforementioned economic headwinds, has forced Stellantis to make difficult decisions to ensure its long-term survival. The road ahead is challenging, but with strategic planning and adaptation, Stellantis aims to navigate these turbulent times. In this scene, we delve into the ongoing tensions between the United Auto Workers and Stellantis. The friction has been escalating, with both sides digging in their heels. The UAW, representing the workforce, is pushing hard for better wages and working conditions. Meanwhile, Stellantis is under pressure to streamline operations and cut costs to stay competitive in the global market. It's a classic tug-of-war, with each side holding firm to their demands. As negotiations continue, the stakes are high for everyone involved. So, is this a necessary course correction? Stellantis, like many others in the industry, is navigating through a period of significant transformation. With the push towards electric vehicles and sustainable practices, traditional operations face inevitable changes, but are layoffs the only solution is a tough question, and opinions are certainly divided. For Stellantis, the situation is a mixed bag. On one hand, the company aims to streamline operations and focus on future growth. On the other hand, these layoffs bring about uncertainty and concern among the workforce. It's a delicate balance between innovation and stability. Will this strategy pay off in the long run? Only time will tell. Stellantis's actions could potentially reshape the entire auto industry. By embracing new technologies and cutting costs, they might set a precedent for other manufacturers. However, the ripple effects of these decisions could also lead to a re-evaluation of workforce management across the sector. The industry is watching closely and the stakes are high. As we navigate the road ahead, it's clear that the auto industry is at a crossroads. Companies like Stellantis are making bold moves to stay competitive, but the impact on employees and the broader market remains uncertain. One thing is for sure, the journey towards a more sustainable and technologically advanced future is just beginning. How we adapt to these changes will define the industry's path forward.